Welcome to Cornwall, in the southwestern tip of England. Here we'll be looking at a European Social Fund project aimed at helping young people gain the skills they need to enter the world of work. We'll be following 2 students participating in the project. Like every morning, the school's minibus picks up Simone and her classmates from the train station in Redruth and drives them to the Cardrew training centre for another session of car mechanics. A few kilometres away in Penryn, Liam Chinn is going to his weekly childcare lesson. They're both enrolled in the Entry to Employment vocational training programme developed by the UK's Learning and Skills Council and co-financed by the European Social Fund. The aim is to help them develop skills and in so doing increase their chances of finding a job. The programme focuses on preventing young people from dropping out of school or bringing them back in by offering real training in the region of Cornwall. They're motivated to stay in school and become qualified because they can experience the real link between theory in the classroom and practice in a work situation.
In Cornwall we've had a lot of young people, around about 1,000 per year at any one time, who are not in education, employment or training. And we felt that we needed to drive that down. And over the last few years, with the use of European Social Fund, we have reduced that figure down to about 700.
Simone is now 16. She stopped school 2 years ago when her family moved down to Cornwall. But last year, defying the rules of a traditionally male domain, she decided to start a vocational qualification in car mechanics, and she surprised everyone.
There's a flap, isn't there, down inside the filler, and that cap's normally what colour?
Green.
Yeah, it's green, okay.
Simone's doing well. Yeah, she's surprised me really because she's taken it on board and she's coping well. Yeah, she seems to get on well with people. She is pursuing her qualification. She's doing the work that's required of her to get towards that qualification.
We just finished our theory lesson, so we're getting changed to go in the garage to practical.
Morning folks, jobs for you today. Simone and Fingers, you're on the Cavalier. The car came in this morning for the rear back box. Simone and Fingers have changed the box, put the new one on, and now we're going to test it to see if the exhaust is leaking from the centre pipe. Fingers, you'll jump in the car, start her up please. Yeah. Okay. Well done.
After a hard day's work, Simone's confidence is boosted, and that brings her a step closer to real employment.
At first I would hate to walk into a garage, but now, because I've been working in one, I wouldn't be so embarrassed and I'll just go straight in there and ask and stuff like that.
To increase the students' chances of finding a job and match the region's labour needs, the programme offers training in sectors where there's a shortage of workers, such as carpentry, painting and decoration, or construction.
Definitely for those that are 14 to 16, if they can engage in something and find something they're interested in before they leave school, then they're not going to disappear off and not go on to any type of training or employment. They're going to be engaged in something they want to do. So it's stopping them leaving school and not having anywhere to go.
This is a classical example of how the European Social Fund is a proactive instrument to prevent unemployment before it happens.
The European Social Fund has invested £250,000 into this project. Without that money, this project wouldn't have existed at all. It adds great value, additionality to the mainstream Learning and Skills Council funding through a programme called Entry to Employment, which really helps to create that appropriate personalised transition for young people.
Like Simone, Liam seems to have found his own path in a non-traditional occupation. Tired of school, he chose the vocational route and completed his first level in childcare last June.
Liam's doing really well. He's really come out of himself. He's grown in confidence since he started. He is, as you can see, a boy amongst a lot of girls, but he gets on very well with everybody, and he's very confident in working with the other girls and with children. He's very confident with children.
Hi, it's Liam. Thanks.
As part of his second-year training and to put theory into practice, he now spends 3 days a week helping Sarah and the rest of the nursery staff to look after the little ones.
I think it's brilliant because he's such that age and a young age that he comes in and he's fresh with the children. He works with the staff that I have here, and it's just nice to have children or men like him coming in.
Liam's progress and the appreciation that both kids and staff here have for him will most certainly win him a place in a nursery once he turns 18.
The director's given me my apprenticeship for next year, so that's going to be exciting. And hopefully after that I might be able to work here.
And this is what the European Social Fund is working towards, helping people across the European Union develop skills that are relevant to the labour market and enable them to participate in society.
But I think the European contribution makes a real difference to the programme. It gives us the opportunity to operate with small groups. If we didn't have the funding, we would have to work in bigger groups, and then each young person gets less time and less attention, and they're more likely to drop out of the system.
The European funding is very important to us. Without it, we would struggle to provide the training the students need. So hopefully it'll keep coming in the future.